You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot
See the
Box.
thing, Conor's doing an interview saying that he needs a fight and that.
What is going on?
Ty, I have been waiting to say.
Kavanaugh's like, yeah, like I don't know. None of us know what's going on. Conor's ready. We're like, bro, what the fuck?
I know what's going on. I know.
What's going on?
Dana
he's
White
for
is
Charles
icing
Oliveira.
him. No, Dana White is icing him out. He does not want Conor to become a free agent. He's got, I believe, 2 fights left on the deal before.
He's just waiting for him to be fucking fully cooked because maybe he beats Chandler, but then he loses, and then after that, he's done.
I don't think he even wants him to fight Chandler. I think he's starting to realize. Listen, this guy, they probably went to the table to talk about it. And he's like, no, I don't want to do a new deal. And they were like, or he wants a crazy, like I doubt it's like really a money thing because the guy's gonna make them a shit ton of money. So
much fucking money.
That I don't get. I think this is more of a like we don't want him going elsewhere and boxing somebody and making money without us getting a piece of it.
So I know this is supposed to happen like early 2023, but what if we just keep waiting? September 2024, that's at the Sphere, 306?
I believe
so. What if that's when they're waiting? Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, headline the Sphere.
I hope so, but then why don't you just say it? Why don't you just put it out there and be like, that's what we're targeting. And June is another date that he was looking for. Nothing. Got nothing on that. He wants to fight Chandler. He wants to fight Diaz. He'll fight it sounds like he wants to fight Poirier. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like it's like a situation where he's like,
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, sign me up. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just think it's a disgrace that this guy's finally healthy again, and he doesn't want. And Dana's best thing that he can say is, "Oh well, he doesn't. He's not in camp. He doesn't. He has to show me that he wants to fight.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. He doesn't have to show you shit. Make the date, sign the contract, and the guy will show up ready to go. He always has. Has there ever been a case where it's like, oh, Conor wasn't training? No, it's either he got beat or he wasn't. Yeah, It's never a situation. He doesn't pull out of fights. The guy's leg could be falling off. He's not pulling out of the fight. He's going to bring you in at least 1 million buys. What the fuck are we doing? This guy's career is slowly fading away. One of the great superstars that this fight, that MMA, UFC, anyone's going to see. This guy changed the game for a lot of people that are involved in MMA. I think it's a disgrace that Dana White's going to do this and kind of just make it really about himself. And I truly, truly can't wait until that man steps away. I never thought I would say that, but it has gotten to the point where he disgusts me.
Yeah, he used to be the biggest dick rider of Conor, too, because he knew what Conor meant to him and the organization. Now he's just like,
Well, he doesn't need him. That's the thing. It's like, I don't need you necessarily. We make a ton of money on the ESPN. Probably is giving them a bigger piece, or they're making so much money off the TV with the ESPN Plus. They're pumping out products every single week, garbage or not. They're probably getting paid the same. So that's why you see a lot of these shitty fucking cards, and the only good cards you see are some of the pay-per-views, not even all of them. I just think it's a disservice to the fans. Because I know there's some people out there that are like, Conor's cooked. Nobody wants to see him. That's just not true. And I don't know if he's cooked or not. That could be true. And that I'm not going to argue with you there. But to say that nobody wants to see him is a flat, bold-faced lie. And that's from people who are just haters. And I understand why you would haters. My partner over here is somewhat of a hater. He has been for some time.
Big time Conor hater. But I definitely want to see him.
That's what I'm saying. But you know how much fun it is when when a fight rolls around compared to when we're watching Tai Tuivasa and Marcin Tybura on a Saturday compared to when Conor gets a fight announced and the party that you go to has 30 fucking people or 40 people and you're watching on a projector somewhere because you couldn't watch it inside because everybody's fucking losing their minds. Like that. That's the energy that we like for the fights, and I think we're getting robbed of that. That's why I wanted to make sure I made mention of that.
I agree. I honestly agree with everything you said. I don't understand what Dan's waiting for. I don't know what are we doing? What's the plan? Everybody always, and he's going to get asked this every week. Now the problem is the MMA media is just complete dog shit. UFC decides who they want to be there, and if you ask any kind of tough question, nobody's going to ask about the lawsuit that's going to take place in like a couple weeks, and nobody's going to ask about. What was it? I just had a thought. I don't know what it was. It's completely gone.
No, but you're right though. It's a bunch of yes men in there. It's
a bunch of Did you see the how he just lets fans come up here and ask fighters questions and they completely disrespect fighters and the fighters just be like, okay.
Yeah.
Now what? Like
They're talking
Armin
about
Sarukian?
Yeah, that was disgusting. That really.
And then Kayla Harrison came out and said apparently they also were asking him in another language if he was fucking the girl next to him, which was Kayla Harrison. And you could tell everybody up there was just like, okay, this is just enough. I think it was what's her name? Benavidez' wife.
Oh, Megan Levy.
Megan Levy. She was at one point. The one guy who kept asking. He asked a long question. He's like, "You're gonna get fucked up. Fuck you." And she's like, "All right."
Yeah.
And I just think that's a joke. I think that's pathetic. I don't know why we let these. Why we let this happen?
Yeah, like why do that's what I'm saying though. What
the MMA community is just infested with idiots and dumbasses and losers who we just invite. We're like, Mark Zuckerberg, you're gonna walk this guy out to the ring. No, random dickhead fan, you're just gonna curse out one of our fighters who would obviously put you through the Earth's core in 3 seconds if you ever encountered him. Armin Sarukian, a perfectly great, almost great fighter.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He's about to get a title shot if he wins.
Yeah, if he beats Oliveira, it's like, and then the one guy can't even pronounce Oliveira's name. It's supposed to be an Oliveira fan. He's like, Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, listen, that shit's a joke. All of the press conferences are a joke. I mean, even that. Remember the days when the actual the fighter press conferences before the fights would be like legit because they would be going they would ask Dana questions about where do you guys are you guys going to come back to this place? Are you guys going to go here? You know?
You'd actually get information.
Yeah, you would actually get information. Now it's just what do you think about the Nelk boys saying you're like, okay, who gives a shit, man? Who cares?
Yeah.
Maybe we're getting old, Ty. That's another thing
we are getting
thinking
old.
about
because
maybe this is us old men yelling at cloud sort of situation.
Yeah.
But
I see a lot of the people who I respect and follow in the MMA community. They're like, this is all a joke, and I think Dana's just losing it. Really.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely a case to be said for that. So, yeah, and I honestly don't think he's in the same boat as Conor. Let's make that argument because he's not as hungry as he was once before. He doesn't. He has so much money now. He has all this different shit going on. He cares more about Power Slap and getting a bunch of TikTokers to go to that and hang out at those events than he does putting on actual good UFC events. And he shows up to his Contender Series every once in a while and oh, this guy, he's a good kid. Making sure he calls 35-year-old men kid. That also cracks me up. He was doing it even 10 years ago, just to kind of let them know that he's the one in charge. But and not even to mention that he slapped his wife, at a club, in front of everybody. There you go.
This lawsuit's also, I think, about to provide a lot of clarity to people that nobody knew before. So that's definitely also something to keep an eye on. But we'll see.
How about just let Conor fight? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Let him fight. Don't care what, let him get killed. It's not really, it's not your concern. Seriously, let him walk in there and get smoked. He's not Chandler. Let Chandler knock him out. Let him send him into oblivion, and then you can, let him go fight Jake Paul or whatever it is that you are scared of him going to do after this. Because that's what I don't understand. But you can see he's just waiting till Conor's in his late 30s, 40s, and then eventually you'll see Conor get lined up against Khamzat Chimaev, and you're like, whoa, hold on, what? Yeah. Why is he fighting Shavkat Rakhmonov? What are we? Why are we
please?
Yeah, why are we doing that? It's just, I think he's just, there's some sort of struggle going on that we don't know about, and he refuses to tell the truth. So why wouldn't I continue to speculate and put my own spin on it? But I actually think that's what's happening. I truly do. I think he is icing him out completely because Conor has gone out multiple times and talked about how he's ready to fight. And he wants this guy, he wants that guy. He'll fight pretty much anybody, and he gets nothing but it gets shut down every time. That's what even Conor said in the interview. He's like, I made mention of fighting Diaz at the Sphere, and he shut that down immediately. Was like, no, that's not happening. Why wouldn't it? Is it because Diaz is a free agent? You don't want to deal with him? That's fine. Then say that. No, it's just not happening. He needs to show me he wants to fight. That sentence is so ridiculous. That you need to show me that you're. That you care about fighting or that you take it serious. Okay, pal. Sure. $4.2 billion you sold the company for. Go fuck yourself. All right.
No, I agree 100%. I think it's all crazy. Maybe he gets back in there with Nate Diaz, who also...
You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.